May this peace be a source of beauty for people in dark times and propel them into a direct experience of the divine through music. Welcome. Please prepare for takeoff. Exits are located to the right, left, behind, and before you. There is no seatbelt required for the duration of this flight. However, we recommend, as you lose focus, continue to bring your awareness back to the sacred sound. Rest in this space of sound. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your journey within. Ancient Indian philosophies explore ways to experience the divine. In the Bhagavad Gita, we see one of the earliest definitions of yoga. Yoga is illustrated as the battlefield of one's life. One must live their dharma or purpose without attachment to the results or fruits of one's actions. The root of the word is yuj, which translates to united. One unites with the divine, and in death ascends from this reality, piercing the sun. The Gita does not teach yoga as a practice, but rather yoga is the goal. In the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali dives into the techniques of mind training, in which meditation is the path to experience liberation. The goal is a disillusionment of Prakriti and realization of one's own nature as Purusha. Prakriti is described as the dancer on the stage of one's life. Letting go of Prakriti is a letting go of everything. She exists solely for the sake of Purusha, to realize his own divine nature. When Purusha is realized, Prakriti walks off the stage. A translation of the final sutra reads, "Ultimate liberation is when the power of consciousness is situated in its own essential nature." In Buddhism, the first noble truth is that life is suffering. The Buddha speaks first of disenchantment with conventional reality, then a renunciation of worldly pleasure. In order to experience freedom from it, one must immerse themselves in suffering through the practice of emptiness. According to the Buddha, this leads to a direct experience of the true nature of reality. Key characteristics these traditions share is that life is a battleground, and direct experience of the divine comes with liberation from it. The Tantras take a different approach. Non-dual Shaiva tantric traditions view the world as one creative expression of divine energy. Objects of the world are not obstacles, but rather the pathway to liberation itself. Fully experiencing life becomes the spiritual practice. How do we experience life? We experience life through the senses. We experience beauty through the senses. We experience the divine through our senses. The question becomes, how can one utilize sensual pleasure to experience the divine? Abhinavagupta, a philosopher of beauty in ancient India, explores sensory delight in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. He examines the difference between consuming and relishing. When we allow ourselves to relish in sensual delight, we allow ourselves to experience the delight of the divine. this meditation, we'll focus on the central experience of sound. We turn our awareness back in time to scripture written in the Vijnana Bhairava. Next, we will move into the music. After the song, there will be a moment of silence. Let yourself rest in the space where sound played in your body. I will let you know when it is time to return. Find a comfortable position, close your eyes, and begin to focus on your breath. Sanskrit translation of the scripture reads, "Become one-pointedly focused upon the sound of beautiful and captivating music as it becomes audible, until the moment when the sound, in the process of disappearing, dissolves the mind." Completely focus your heart on the prolonged sounds of a music, such as the resonance of stringed instruments. Through attention to the notes played in their sequence, when they come to an end, one experiences the body as completely empty. The yogi, who has merged with the incomparable delight of savoring sense objects such as music, becomes one with that blissful state. This takes place by the expansion of delight in her heart, by being totally immersed in it. Remember to bring your awareness back to the sacred strings. When you get confused, just listen to the music play. Rest in this space of sound. Flight attendants, you may now prepare for landing.